Okay, first, what is the definition of opportunity cost? Maybe you know this. Okay, so the opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative or what a person gives up when he or she makes a choice. Okay, so we're going to look at this example, which is the example in the reading. So Sam has a budget constraint, and the two goods that he buys are burritos and pizzas. And so what we want to look at is the opportunity cost of buying a burrito and the opportunity cost of buying a pizza. Okay, so one way to figure this out when you have the budget constraint is to consider a point at one of the two extremes. So we'll start here. So if Sam happens to be consuming at this point here, this combination, then that means that he has 0 pizzas and he's getting 20 burritos. Now, if he decides to go from 0 pizzas to 1, if he goes over here, then when he gets this 1 pizza, how many burritos does he have to give up? So if he has 1 pizza, then he'll be at this point here, and that means he'll go from 20 to 18 burritos. So getting this 1 pizza means giving up 2 burritos. So the cost of 1 pizza is 2 burritos for Sam. Okay, so we're looking here. The opportunity cost of buying a pizza is 2 burritos. Now, what's the opportunity cost of buying a burrito? So we can do the same, but now at the other extreme. So if Sam happens to be at this point, he's spending all his money on pizzas, so he has 10, and he has 0 burritos. Now, if he goes from 0 burritos to 1, he'll be here. And that will take him to this point here, which will be 9.5 pizzas. So the cost of 1 burrito, which is what we want to know, the cost of 1 burrito is half a pizza. Okay, next, let's just look at this example. So Mary has a weekly income of $100. She spends all of this $100 on 2 goods, burritos, which cost $5 each, and pizza, which costs $20 each. She has no other money, and she can't save the money that she doesn't spend. Okay, so you should try this, and I'll do it myself. Create a table showing Mary's consumption options. So that's the combination of the 2 goods that she can afford. Don't include any fractions of the goods, and then graph her budget constraint. Okay, so you can pause this and try it. Okay, so to start, there's actually different ways to do this, but I'm going to start by imagining that Mary doesn't buy any pizza. So 0 pizzas which means she spends all $100 on burritos. How many burritos can she get if she spends all $100 on burritos? She can get 20. 20 times $5 will be her entire $100. So everything gets spent if she buys 20 burritos. Now next, since pizzas are the more expensive item, we'll use that as our starting point in each case. If she buys one pizza, then that's going to be $20 of her budget. And so she can spend $80 on burritos. So that's going to be 16 burritos. And that again will be her entire $100. Okay, if she buys two pizzas, that will be $40, which leaves her $60 for burritos. So that's going to be 12 burritos that she can buy. 12 times 5. It's going to give her $60. Okay, so maybe you can see the pattern here. This will be 8. Okay, and if she buys 5 pizzas, then that's going to be her entire $100, so she won't buy any burritos in that case. Okay, so these are all of her options, assuming that she buys, whenever she buys a pizza, she buys a whole one. Okay, so next, we need to create the budget constraint. I've actually already done that. So we have this. If burritos are on the vertical axis and pizzas are on the horizontal axis. And then last, we'll find the opportunity cost for Mary of a pizza and the opportunity cost for her of buying a burrito. Okay, so again, we will imagine that she's consuming at this point here, which is 0 pizzas and 20 burritos, all burritos. And if she decides to go from that combination to a combination that gives her 1 pizza, how many burritos does she have to give up? What's the cost of this 1 pizza in terms of burritos? Well, she'll be at this point here. So that means that she goes from 20 to 16 burritos. And I should mention, since this is a straight line, you can look anywhere on the budget constraint and you'll get the same answer. So if she goes from, say, 3 to 4, then from here to here, this extra pizza, this 4th one, will again cost her 4 burritos. She'll go from 8 to 4 burritos. Okay, so the opportunity cost of a pizza, the cost of a pizza is 4 burritos. Okay, then if we look at the other extreme, if she's at this combination here, consuming all pizzas, then she has 5 pizzas and 0 burritos. Then if she decides to go from 0 to 1 burrito, that will be right here. So that will put her here on her budget constraint. Might be a little hard to interpret, but this right here would be 4.5. So this point here, the one we're interested in, is going to be 4.75. So one burrito, getting one burrito, going from 0 to 1, costs her a quarter of a pizza. And then finally, just to point it out to you, if you don't want to get too fiddly with trying to figure out where exactly on the graph we are right there, you can also, for instance, consider if she goes from 0 to 4 burritos, then in that case, she will have to give up one whole pizza. So 4 burritos equals 1 pizza. And so therefore, we just reduce that. 1 burrito is going to cost a quarter of a pizza. Okay,